Dale Earnhardt Jr. was fined $10,000 and knocked out of first place. A junior got knocked out by NASCAR for swearing during a TV interview last Sunday. Here it is.
Well, don't mean right now. Daddy's done one here 10 times, so.
What he said was, I don't mean S right now. Dad won it 10 times. Now, isn't it funny that it's actually a sport where you get booed out of first place for swearing?
Especially when he couldn't understand a word he said anyway.
Well, they could.
Oh, man. That was pretty offensive.
And he wasn't saying...
But the fans understood every word of it.
No, that's what I want. I want a kid. That's how I want my son. A kid walking around the house saying, that ain't
My dad...
you know what I mean? Like,
my daddy did 500 sets, guest sets, right?
That ain't
What's he say?
FC jacket, cowboy boots with his nuts hanging out saying, that ain't
Right.
You say, at 1 year
Quit
old.
saying is getting bleeped every time. Even I said S. You know how fruity I felt saying that ain't S just now? Hey man, Rick, I'm the pace car in this bit. You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't saying anything that his father didn't say as he was crashing in the third wall at Daytona.
Oh!
Come on. And really, when you think about it, what are NASCAR points? What do you get points for? Like, you know, if you flip over and land on your four wheels, there's 10 points. If you throw a tire into the audience, oh, there's another 50 points.
They said they don't want the young kids to hear this stuff, but they don't mind them watching cars going around the track that said Budweiser on the side. What's that encouraging? Viagra cars? I mean, come on.
I know.
But the Viagra makes sense in the NASCAR because it is hard to sustain an erection if your wife weighs 400 pounds and has one tooth. It's a good target audience.
And she's your sister.
Yeah, and you've got about 40 beers in you.
That's all relative, depending on what your perception is.
It's not real because the guy who's telling him not to curse and he's fining him, if he was in the car with Dale Earnhardt, he'd be saying that word all the time.
Yeah, it is kind of hard to get on.
How did you get Frank Zappa on the show?
Frank Zappa.
A group of protesters from the AFL-CIO ransacked the Bush-Cheney headquarters in Orlando on Tuesday. They trashed the office and drew horns and mustaches on posters of Bush. It's ambushed.